And, with that being said, Coach, how did you feel about that Huffman game on Friday?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. We scored, on all three phases. Obviously scoring on offense, had a big turnover for a touchdown on defense in the first drive, and then, obviously returning a punt for a touchdown. It was good.
And as, things shake out, was there anything in that game? I mean, obviously 66-12, most people would say, fantastic. But there's always room to grow, always room to learn, even in the biggest of games. So how do you bring those resources to CCHS?
Yes, I mean, something that Stuart has given me a great opportunity to. So last semester, he was leading a Bible study every Friday morning in the fall with the guys. He handed that over to me. And so every Friday morning, I have 30 minutes with the football team and with the coaches. So this semester, we've been walking through chapter by chapter the book of John. But also outside of that, I'm going to practice at least twice a week, just talking to players, talking to coaches, getting there before, staying after, and just doing the best I can to create those relationships, doing the best I can to, insert pieces of wisdom like when they're asked for. So.
And I've heard a lot of positive things and a lot of positive responses. So I for one, on behalf of the Big Clay family, want to thank you for your efforts towards that. And what does FCA offer to the coaches? A lot of times, everybody thinks FCA, they think the student,
right? Yeah,
but they don't think about the coaching.
Yeah. So I mean, well, at least right now, the two biggest things that come to mind, we have a resource called 360 Coach.
How do you feel as we get into this part of the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want, being healthy is a big part of this. When you get into the playoffs, you want to be full strength. And you really want to be kind of hitting all strides, both offensively and defensively, of just what your identity is. And, things, offensively and defensively, you can kind of morph into some different things throughout the season. And so, getting different personnel groups for us on offensively, we've been kind of experimenting with a lot of different groups. And so just kind of finding out, what are we really, really good at, when the game's on the line.
And speaking of Big Clay family, I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, and it is my privilege to have next to me our Carroll Pharmacy Defensive Player of the Week, Jacarlos Hunter. Jacarlos, welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
What you got to speak up?
I got you.
Now let's go run through some stats real quick. Let's see, 5 tackles, an assist, 2 sacks. So you got 2 bags, pass block, 2 forced fumbles. You had a busy night. You were putting in that work. With all of that, tell me a little bit about your game prep and getting ready to get all of this performance. So using your vision to find the gaps in the defense. How do you do that? Now I've watched you since middle school. And you were one of the most patient runners I've ever seen. What is that like back there?
Mostly, like I said, just being a running back, just playing running back for a long time, that comes with just being disciplined, just knowing how to read blocks, knowing how to read linebackers, like each and every run. So just being a running back and just knowing the hole that you have, knowing how to hit the gap, and knowing how to just read linebackers. I think that's mostly the big part that plays being a running back.
On's is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day. The walk-on's way.
When you're blessed with a God-given talent, by golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new thick-style burgers from Milo's. Everybody goes to Milo's.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay-Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next event.
I'm Brett Rogers, your trusted local real estate expert and the owner of the Brett Rogers Realty Group at Keller Williams. My team and myself take pride in making the home selling or buying process as painless and easy as possible. While a transaction can be stressful, we make it our job to take as much stress off of you so that you can enjoy your investments. We are not just here to sell houses. We are here to build relationships that will last a lifetime while helping your home dreams come true. When working for buyers, we work tirelessly to get you into a home at the best price and help you make sound decisions for your family. When the time comes for you to sell that home, we are here with the marketing expertise to showcase your property to the fullest and get you the greatest amount of profit into your pocket. We are here to guide you every step of the way with honesty and trust as our core values. Pick a partner you can trust when your biggest investment is on the line. You can visit our website at brettrogersrealtor.com or you can call me anytime at 205-540-1182. Let's get you to the closing table.
In a city that seamlessly blends the comforts of a small town and the amenities of a big city, we're proud to be banking beyond expectation right here in Alabama.
Only seems to get hotter as the summer wears on, especially when your air conditioning isn't keeping up. There is never a good time for your unit to quit working, but when it does, you know who to trust to fix it right, keep it cool, and reduce those high energy bills. Hemp Hill Services, your Bryant authorized dealer, will do whatever it takes to fix your air conditioning quickly and affordably. Known for their fair pricing and fast service, call your certified Bryant dealer Hemp Hill Services today for all tune-ups, repairs, and installation. 229-29.
For the grace of God has appeared. It's literally, And how are we saved by God's wrath? How are we saved from God's wrath? Only through the eternal, complete, perfected work of Jesus Christ when he died on the cross in our place for our sins. That's the only way we're saved.
I'm Ron Ellis with Ellis Industrial. Ellis Industrial is a subcontracting company specializing in electrical maintenance and installation in industrial settings. We have years of experience in poultry processing plants, and we're in the process of adding welding to our services. If we can do anything for you and your future projects, please let us know. Give me a call at 256-490-9491 and consider it done.
Walk-ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the walk-ons way. Walk-ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the walk-ons way.
In a city that seamlessly blends the comforts of a small town and the amenities of a big city, we're proud to be banking beyond expectation right here in Alabama.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay-Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next.
Pick a partner you can trust when your biggest investment is on the line. You can visit our website at BrettRogersRealtor.com, or you can call me anytime at 205-540-1182. And let's get you to the closing table.
Good evening, Clay-Chalkville football fans. Welcome to Oxford, Alabama, where you're about to witness the de facto 6A R6 Region Championship between the undefeated Oxford Yellow Jackets and rolling in, obviously, eastbound, the Clay-Chalkville Cougars. Now, these two teams have faced off many times, and it has always been a banger of a game. Just to give you some quick history on these two teams, Clay-Chalkville has won 14, Oxford has won 5. But here's the thing that people don't realize. Oxford has scored 355 points during that time. So there were a lot of close games and a lot of slobber knockers, if you will, between both of these teams. So what you're going to have is you're going to have two well-coached teams. Both of these teams are up and they're ready to play. They know what's at stake. A quick recap of the region. Let me go to that right quick, and you will realize just how tight everything is. Oxford is sitting at the 1. That is because they have played more region contests than the Cougars. Clay-Chalkville is sitting at number 2 based on just the numbers if you want to get into statistics and things like that. Oxford this season has scored 256 points and allowed 133. The Cougars have scored 278 and are only allowing about a touchdown. So defense is going to be key tonight. Oxford is known to throw the ball around. Mountain Brook just a few weeks ago had a 2-touchdown lead with 7 minutes remaining in the game, and Oxford came right back. Mountain Brook tried to run out the clock, left about a minute and a half on it, and Oxford went through their 2-minute drill, came back and ended up winning the game 29-28. So these are the kind of things that the Cougars have to be aware of tonight, is that the Oxford Yellow Jackets are certainly not going to give up, whether they're down by 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, or even 3 touchdowns late in the game. The Cougars are going to have to play all 48 minutes, no doubt. Now, the Cougars are coming in now. The captains are taking the field. And your captains this evening for the Cougars are number 21, Aaron Osley, number 79, Antonio Powell, Randall Cole, a.k.a. Junior, he is 0, and Nakarius Allen, number 13. For the Yellow Jackets, you have Keenan Britt, number 10, Jalen Taylor, number 1, James Tapley, number 33. Those are your captains for the Yellow Jackets. And these are the names they gave me, but I believe that number 3 is out there, and that is D.K. Wilson for the Yellow Jackets. So we're about to be underway shortly as the Cougars get lined up in the end zone, and now we're watching the coin toss. So the Cougars will pick as they are the visiting team. There's a flip. It appears Oxford has won the toss. And so Clay will be on offense to start the contest. Oxford is going to defer to the second half. Not surprised there. So the Cougars will receive. If you're watching, the Cougars will be on your right. The Yellow Jackets to your left. So we're about to be underway. Now, as I was saying, Mountain Brook currently sits at the 3rd position in 6AR6, and Pell City is holding on to the 4 slot. So a huge game this evening for both teams. And going back into that history, let me give you some numbers. The Cougars have defeated the Yellow Jackets the last 3 seasons, 28-14, 25-20, and 26-21. If that gives you any idea how close it is. Oxford in the 3rd round of the playoffs in 2019 defeated the Cougars 20-13. So, and the Yellow Jackets come out first, and here come the Cougars. And they got the LEDs going here in the stadium. And while we're waiting on that, I want to take a few moments to recognize some fine sponsors of Clay-Chalkville football. Your first downs are brought to you this evening by Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty. Your quarter sponsor is Ellis Industrial LLC. Your kickoffs are brought to you by Dawson Automotive. Your touchdowns are brought to you by SNS Cleaning. Your captains are sponsored by State Farm. And that is Grayson Medford. The game sponsor is Walk On Sports Bistro. And your player of the week is going to be brought to you by Carroll Pharmacy. So you will hear me mention them throughout the night and some of the great things that they can do for you. Be sure to patronize these fine sponsors of Clay-Chalkville football. Go Big Clay is what they say, and they are great supporters of us. All right, you have just seen the starting offensive lineup for tonight's contest. And we are about to be underway. Back deep for the Cougars. Number 85, and that is Caden Ferris, along with Marlon Compton. Ferris on the return. The first one to meet him for Oxford is number 4, and that is Cedric Twyman. And that ball is going to be spotted at the 33-yard line, where the Cougars will open up with the first drive of the contest. Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty wants you to know whether buying or selling a home, you don't just need an agent, you need a coach, and that coach is Brett Rogers with Keller Williams Realty. Let Brett guide you with the winning play to score the home of your dreams, or sell to set up the next move. You can reach Brett at 205-540-1182. Osley, the ball carrier, has some room, and he will run to his right, and he will have, speaking of Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty, a first down for the Cougars. So that ball will go to, well, there's a flag on the field, so that's going to come back. And it's holding against the Cougars. So we'll see where that ends up due to the foul, and it goes to the 25-yard line. So with that, it'll be 1st and 18 for Clay-Chalkville. So the officials confirm the spot. Shotgun formation. Aaron Fry back to throw. Has an open man. And let's see. He is going to get to the 34-yard line. That is Jabari Staples with the catch from Fry. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. That ball is at the 34-yard line. Beautiful night for football. Can't ask for better weather. Osley cuts back inside, and he's only going to get a yard out of that. So that'll bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Cougars. There's a flag on the play, and it's holding against the Cougars. So that's being marked off from the 35. So it goes back to the 25. So more or less where the previous penalty put them. Cougars double checking with the sideline to get the play. Low snap. Fry able to get it up, gets rid of it quickly. And that pass it looked like it was caught by Staples, but there is a flag. And that's interference against Oxford. So that one should result in a first down for the Cougars. Well, there's going to spot it at the 40, so now it's 2nd and 3 for Clay. Game off to a rough start for both teams with penalties. That's the man in motion. There's the quick throw. And Owsley's going to have a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. He'll get to the 45-yard line. And I think Keenan Britt was in that area to help bring Owsley down. He's one of the ones you got to watch out for with Oxford. He gets off the ball really quick. Fry looking to put it in the air again. Has time. Has the man. And it goes in and out the hands of Staples. So that'll bring up 2nd down. I guarantee you that's one that young Jabari wishes he had back. Nonetheless, it's 2nd down. And I think both teams are probably got to shake out a few things there. You know, they know what this game means. Compton goes into motion. Fry has some time. And that pass is going to be just out of the reach of Compton. The Oxford defender may have got a hand on it. So that'll bring up 3rd down. And the Cougars coming out a little bit different with 2 consecutive passes on a first down. Cougars looking to keep the drive alive. And here comes Oxford. Fry has time. Fry has a man, and there's the flag, and that is going to be interference against Kumar Robinson. And I know the Oxford fans don't like it, but he was all over his back like Superman's cape. Can't deny that one. And that's going to net a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars as the ball goes to the 40-yard line. Cougars exercising patience. So we got 4 wide. Woods in the backfield. Compton with the block, and Woods is going to drag number 50 a little bit. And that is Teron Russell. But he'll gain 3 as he gets to the 37-yard line. Does Woods. So it is 2nd and 7 for the Cougars from the 37-yard line. Compton coming off the field. And this time Fry is going to keep it. And Fry has room. And Fry is going to have a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. He'll get to the 29-yard line after running out of bounds. Cougars thus far putting together a nice sustained drive after starting with a couple of penalties. Actually, both teams started with penalties, but that pass interference one was huge for Oxford. So Fry doesn't have anybody, and gets tripped up, but he'll jump to the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 4-yard gain on that play. And it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Cougars from the 25. That Cougar offensive line having really gelled since that spring game in against Opelika, and has been one of the nice surprises of the year for Clay-Chalkville. Fry being patient. Let's see where they spot him. They're going to say he gets to the 22. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. Staples out there, along with number 8, Jakari Johnson. And Osley is going to be dropped for a loss. And that's going to bring up 4th down. So it's 4th and 7 for the Cougars. Oxford bringing everything but the kitchen sink on that one. So here comes the bull, Del Toro. And he's going to kick it from about the 34-yard line. So effectively 41 yards. And there's a whistle. Let's see. False start against the Cougars. Oh, that's going to change the dynamics. So that cost the Cougars 5 yards. And given where the ball sits, at this point, they're going to just go for it. Don't be surprised to see Oxford blitz a lot tonight. It's a team that tends to do a lot of the same things that the Cougars do. And in talking with Coach Floyd this week, you know, he acknowledges that point. So the Cougars 4 wide, have an extra blocker. Fry steps up. Fry's going to take off. Fry has some room. Let's see if he can get there. And he is. That's going to be a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. And he's going to go out of bounds. Let's see. That's somewhere around the 13. So the Cougars, it's 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Cougars take a rough situation and turn it into something positive. Now, of course, the Cougars have weapons all over the place, and Oxford knows that. The Cougars have eaten up a ton of clock on this initial drive. Fry is going to get to maybe the 12. Number 8, and that is Jayez Fleming, the first to get there for Oxford. A gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. Cougars rotating those receivers in and out. Osley in the backfield. Staples is in motion. Flag on the play. Have a false start against the Cougars. So that's going to back them up 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 14 for Clay. And that ball is going to go to the 18. Cougars getting in their own way with penalties to start the contest. But the game clock showing under 6 minutes already, so half the quarter already gone. The Ellis Industrial LLC first quarter, that is. And delay of game against the Cougars. So that's going to be another 5 yards. So the ball will go to the 23-yard line. And just as Clay made lemonade out of some lemons, they're now going in the wrong direction. Fry steps up in the pocket, has a man, and oh no! Marlon Compton had it in his hands and was wide open, and that pass is going to fall incomplete and bring up third down for the Cougars. So a huge third down here. You got to believe Oxford's going to be aware that he might run. And Compton does catch the pass. But he's going to be brought down by number 8, and that is Diaz Fleming. So at the end of all that, Del Toro comes back out to kick the field goal. And that pass attempt to Compton was a surefire score. And Del Toro's kick is good. So the Bull splits the uprights and the Cougars will take the lead 3-0 with 4:42 remaining in the Ellis Industrial LLC first quarter. When you need an electrical specialist, you need Ellis Industrial LLC. With a primary focus on installation and maintenance in industrial settings, they can also tackle the small jobs such as your home. Be sure to give them a call to discuss your latest project by calling Ryan Ellis at 256-490-9491 and consider it done. Dawson Automotive, sponsors of our kickoffs this evening, wants you to know that they're a family-owned small business who believes that honesty and integrity are the greatest assets in helping you get your next car, along with multiple financing options to fit your needs. They work tirelessly with you to find the best used car for your budget. Visit them at 2401 Old Springville Road to meet the staff, or visit the website DawsonAuto1.com for the latest deals. That is DawsonAuto1.com for the latest deals. State Farm wants you to know when you combine your home and auto insurance with State Farm, you save an average of $889 a year. Grayson Medford State Farm would love to help you combine your insurance and take advantage of those savings. Call 205-383-2217 today to see how Grayson Medford can best serve you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Timeout. Oh, folks out there that are watching, I know what's going on. This game is being televised, so we must be in a TV timeout. Didn't know that. We'll be right back. Well, nope, we're going to stay right here. Well, now we know what's going on. Somebody flagged me and said, hey, they're broadcasting this one, so there you go. So now we know there'll be some timeouts throughout the night that don't normally happen. So Del Toro gets set to kick. Back deep, Jalen Taylor, Cedric Twyman, and D.K. Wilson. And a nice kick by Del Toro. On that return is Twyman. Allen coming up out of the bottom of the pile for the Cougars. That's not Nicarius. That's not Nicarius. But Nicarius Allen. So the ball is at the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for Oxford. And that pass is going to be complete to D.K. Wilson. Callan's on the stop for the Cougars. And it results in a first down for Oxford. The ball at their 44-yard line. Win, the ball carrier for Oxford. Number of white jerseys in there on the stop, including number 15, Zay Brown. So the ball is at the 48. It's a 2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Cougars now with a 4-man front. 2 men in the backfield. And there's a whole host of jerseys in there. And coming up off the top, that's number 13, Nicarius Allen. So a big 3rd down right here with the ball at the 49. It'll be 3rd and 5. Now Oxford is known to sling the rock. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here. And they're going to go 4 wide. 3 to the left, 1 low to the right. Number 3 goes into motion back into the backfield to provide extra security. And that ball is going to hit the turf and it'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, number 14, Kanan Bozeman, was in the area. And number 16, Mason Mims, is getting the call from the sideline. They're going to go for it. So the Cougars, 3-man front in nickel. There's a flag on the play, and they're saying it's offsides against the Cougars. And that's going to result in a first down. Well, not quite. They're going to be a hair short maybe. Nope, they do move the sticks. So Oxford gets the first down as a result of the penalty. And the ball goes to the 46-yard line. So Oxford going 4 wide once again, single man in the backfield. The officials having a discussion. He's looking back at the clock. 2:50 remaining in the Ellis Industrial fourth quarter. Mims has the open man in 0. Wrapping them up for the Cougars. That's going to be number 7, Deion Callens. Pass complete to Wynn. And it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. The ball is at the 37. Oh! Loss of yardage on the play. Big number 96 back there, and that's Colton McIntyre. So with the loss of yardage, it'll be 3rd and 4. Cougar defense getting the signal in from Helveston, the DC. Mims going to put it in the air, and that pass is picked off. Pass intended for number 9, Nick Richardson, is going to be picked off by Jacarlos Hunter. How about that Cougar defense? So the Cougar offense will come back onto the field at the 29-yard line. And if my memory serves me right, Jacarlos Hunter hanging around in the neighborhood. And he was a defensive player of the week last week. Now, we did talk to him. He said he was going to pick off something. So, there you have it. So, yeah, during the Big Clay Coaches Show, I guess he got to listen to his NBA young boy before the game. So, ultimately, they spot the ball at the 28. We're going to be right back. 1:25 remaining in the first quarter.
Walk-ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand-peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand-carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand-slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day.
Here comes Woods. Woods goes bowling. Gets a bit of a push from his teammates. And he's going to get to the 37-yard line. Was the ball carrier, and a number of gold and black jerseys involved on a stop, 9-yard gain on the play. So that ball's at the 37. And looks like we're going to have a timeout. And that's going to be a timeout taken by the Cougars. Fans, we'll be right back. 44 seconds remaining in the Ellis Industrial first quarter.
In a city that seamlessly blends the comforts of a small town and the amenities of a big city, we're proud to be banking beyond expectation right here in Alabama.
Blessed with a God-given talent. By golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new thick style burgers from Milo's.
Everybody goes to Milo's.
All right, we are back out of the timeout. Very slow first quarter for both teams. Penalties affecting both of them. Oxford with the turnover. And thus the Cougars are on this particular drive with the ball at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 1 for Clay. Fry looking to put it in the air. Has to get out of there. And they're going to say that one is incomplete. Kumar Robinson, the receiver on that play. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Would not be surprised with the two-headed monster of Osley and Woods back there that the Cougars run the ball. It's kind of a pick your poison kind of setup. Staples goes into motion. Osley, with the patience he talks about, is going to get that Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. He's going to be stopped by Jaden Young, number 67. So that ball will go to the 42. And they're just going to let the clock run out to end the first quarter of play, with the Cougars leading 3-0. Thus far, pretty much a defensive showcase. Both teams looking a little rough to start the game. We'll be right back with the Ellis Industrial second quarter. Cougars lead 3-0.
I'm Ron Ellis with Ellis Industrial. Ellis Industrial is a subcontracting company specializing in electrical maintenance and installation in industrial settings. We have years of experience in poultry processing plants, and we're in the process of adding welding to our services. If we can do anything for you and your future projects, please let us know. Give me a call at 256-490-9491 and consider it done.
All right, we are back, and this is about what we've expected with this starting out. Pretty rough game to open up the contest. And honestly, I'm a little bit surprised, with the Cougars a little bit. But it's not the first game they've had this year where they had a bit of a rough start and got it going. That turnover is huge. There are two things to keep in mind. First off, the Cougars were back deep on 4th down, and they were able to convert it to a first before penalties ended up resulting in a 3-point score. And then, of course, Oxford with that turnover. Those are the kind of moments you got to build on as we take back to the field. So they have flipped it. Staples goes into motion. And this time Woods is going to carry. They're going to say he gets to the 45. So that'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. On that stop for Oxford, that is number 47, and that is Deshaun Trammell. Cougars exercising patience, having gobbled up most of that clock in the first quarter. But, these are the Yellow Jackets. And as much as I can say I love that defense, you want to put points on the board. So Fry rolls out, and he gets it to Staples, who does a cartwheel of sorts, and he's going to have a Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. So Staples gets it and moves the sticks. And that was definitely going to go on the highlight reel. So that ball is going to be spotted at the 48. Lawler on the stop for Oxford. Osley stays on his feet, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So they're going to give him forward progress. So no gain on the play. It'll bring up second down. Number of Oxford defenders in on that stop. So not surprised to see number 10 involved there, and that's Keenan Britt. But with him was Josh Stack, along with some help that showed up at the end. Fry's pass is going to be complete to Compton, and Compton's going to be dragged down inside the 40, looks like the 38. And that's going to be enough to move the sticks. It'll be another Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. So the ball is going to be spotted at the 38. As the Cougars march toward the field house end of the stadium. And it is quiet as a mouse out here in Oxford. So Staples in motion. And that pass complete to number 8. Oh, almost stays on his feet. I believe that was number 6 that brought him down, Marcus Lawler. Jakari Johnson with the reception. So it'll be 2nd and 1 for Clay-Chalkville. And that ball is at the 29-yard line. Cougars very patient with methodical drives here in the contest. Fry has the open man, and it is in and out of the hands of Johnson. That is the second pass that has landed in the palms of a receiver this evening. That has fell to the turf. The first one with Compton and this one with Johnson. Both passes on the money. So it's 3rd and 1. And I'm sure they're going to talk about that. So there's a whistle. And so the Cougars are going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with the Ellis Industrial second quarter in just a few. All right, fans, you're out there watching this with us. You know, if you look at it for what it is, technically there should be 14 points on the board. And I'm sure the coaches are going to get these guys to settle down and, you know, just relax, take it easy, and just continue on doing the work. You know, the plays happen, they're over with. But, when you see that, it kind of makes you go, kind of want to pull your hair out a little bit because opportunities are not going to come like that often. So they really need to get back in that groove and just be themselves and play within themselves. And, the coaches are going to coach them up. That's what they're going to do. So we're back on to the field here. So Cougars needing a yard to keep the sticks moving. Johnson, there it is. There's Osley, and Osley's going to have enough for a first down and some more. Going to be brought down by a number of Oxford defenders, namely number 4, Cedric Twyman, and number 20, Kamari English. So that's going to be a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. And as an aside, isn't it kind of refreshing seeing them wear the all-white? Hadn't seen that in a while. Here comes Woods, and Woods goes straight ahead, and he's going to get to the 16-yard line. And he'll be about 2 yards short of a first. So it'll be 2nd and 2 for Clay with the ball at the 16. Cougars continuing to eat that clock up. 7.5 remaining in the first half of play. And there goes Woods once again, bobbing and weaving, finding the seams. And he's going to move the sticks for another Brett Rogers, Keller Realty. Oh, goodness. Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty. First down for the Cougars. It's going to be 1st and goal to go for Clay-Chalkville. So the Cougars threatening, ball at the 9. And the Cougars wearing that Oxford front out. And this time it's Osley. He's going to get inside the 5. He'll get to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal to go. Ball at the 4. And I want you to look at that Oxford front. You seen those guys put their hands on their hips. Here comes Woods. Woods continuing the fight, stretches out. Let's see. They're going to call him short by about a ruler. So it'll be 3rd and goal to go inside the 1. The nose of that ball close enough to the end zone. If it were on fire, it'd burn. And Woods hops across. And that's going to be an SNS cleaning touchdown for the Cougars. Woods, the ball carrier, punches it in. And let's see what the Cougars elect to do here. So Del Toro comes out for the PAT. So Fry holding. And the Bull puts it up in the air and splits the uprights, collects the change. And the Cougars lead 10-0 over the Yellow Jackets. 6:17 remaining in the Ellis Industrial second quarter. So while we're awaiting the kickoff, we just want to recognize Walk-On Sports Bistro. And Walk-On Sports Bistro is your home away from home in Birmingham, Alabama. They pride themselves in attention to detail and culinary excellence, blended with service that pulls on their Louisiana roots, making you feel like family the moment you walk in, with scratch-made dishes like fresh, never-frozen seafood, burgers, salads, and some Cajun Creole specialties to add a little spice to your experience. At Walk-Ons, they treat every community like its home field advantage, making friends and supporting the neighbors. The love of the game means they always have fun, never forced, and the doors are open to anyone. And hey, this is the fun part. If you're not watching out there, you need to be sure to catch the Big Clay Coaches Show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We broadcast it live from the Trussville location on 464 Main Street. So join us in your Clay-Chalkville gear and get 15% off of your menu items. That is Walk On Sports Bistro, located at 464 Main Street in Trussville, Alabama. We do it live every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. All right, we are back getting ready for the Dawson Automotive kickoff. And there it is, and let's see who's going to return that one. It takes a weird kind of hop. Number 4 on the return, slips away. And Allen's going to run him down for the Cougars, but not after a huge return. Number 4, Cedric Twyman. Hold on, let's see. Okay, there's no flag. So they get their return all the way to the 33-yard line of the Cougars. And special teams will get you. Oxford 3 wide, snaps a bit low. And Cole is going to jump all over the back of the runner. Zay Brown getting some of that action as well. Only gains a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Jackets. Randall Cole wrapping him up over his back, and I want to make sure you understand that's Junior Cole. As he likes to tell me, my name is Junior. So Zero once again gets the call. And they're going to knock him out of bounds just inside the 30, around the 29. And that'll bring up 3rd down for the Jackets. So it'll be 3rd and 6. 29-yard line. So if you're watching, it's on the near hash mark. So Oxford going 4 wide. Wynn in the backfield. He goes into motion to go 5 out. There it is. And he's going to have a 1st down for Oxford. He'll go out of bounds at the 19. And when he flared out of there, I thought for sure the Cougars were going to have somebody on him. So Oxford gets a fresh set of downs. Mims in shotgun. And they're going to put it in the air again, and Mims is going to have to get out of there. And he finds some room before he starts to slide. And there's a flag on the field. And I got a feeling they're going to call roughing the passer on the Cougars. There it is. And that's going to give them a 15-yard penalty, and it's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Yellow Jackets. He was going down, and he was actually hooked before he got to the ground. So it'll be 1st and goal to go at the 7. So a huge penalty gets Oxford a break. Zero, the ball carrier. He's going to be stopped immediately. And they're going to say he gets to the 5. And we have a Cougar player laying down right now. We're going to go take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Walk-ons is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day. The walk-on's way.
All right, we are back. Oxford threatening. Ball is at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal to go for the Jackets. A roughing the passer penalty moves them inside the 10. Oxford 4 wide. And Caleb Wynn runs in untouched. And Oxford gets on the board. So let's show you what happened here. The Cougars basically are expecting pass, and they take advantage of it and slide into the end zone. And the PAT is good. Number 92, Eli Pesnell. Gets the PAT, and once again we're back to a 3-point lead with 3:37 remaining in the Ellis Industrial second quarter. And so they're coming back out onto the field. S&S Cleaning wants you to know if you have professional cleaning needs for your business or home in the greater Birmingham area, you need S&S Cleaning Services. They are a Trustville Tribune Reader's Choice Award winner, and if spick and span is what you need, call Susan Blaylock at 205-965-7719 or Sarah Blaylock at 205-223-7076 for deals and details. So Ferris and Compton back deep to receive. And that kick's a little short, takes one hop. Ferris gets it. Tries to find the path, but not much going to happen on that one, but he will get to the 27-yard line. So the Cougars are on offense with 3.5 remaining in the first half of play. So it's first down at the 27-yard line. And so with 3 minutes or so on the clock, it'll be interesting to see what selection of plays the Cougars bring out. Cougars definitely want to extend the lead as Oxford does receive to start the second half. Johnson with the reception. He'll be driven out of bounds at the 36-yard line, so he'll be about a yard short of a first. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Cougars. Ball at the 36. Cougars going up tempo. This time Osley's going to carry it. And he's going to have a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. So that ball will get to the 43. Cougars continuing to pound it. He'll get to the 48-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cougars from the 48. Compton goes into motion to get set. There's Staples. Osley has some room, and he's going to get inside to the 42-yard line of the Jackets. Let's see where the official spot is. There's a flag on the field. False start against the Cougars. Cougars have been penalized pretty heavy in the first half of play. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. And we're under 2.5 minutes in the Ellis Industrial second quarter. Staples goes into motion. Fry looking to put it in the air. And Fry's on the ground and gets hit, but there is no flag. Cougars will get to the 47-yard line. Well, they spotted at the 46. So it is 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. They're 4 wide. Fry's pass falls incomplete, intended for Staples. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks like the Cougars are going to go ahead and punt this one. And back deep is Jalen Taylor for Oxford. And don't you think for a second that they have not seen film of Starks running that thing against Mountain Brook. But Starks gets a nice one, and it's going to take a Cougar bounce. And it's going to continue to roll, and it'll be down at the 20-yard line. So nice work by Starks on that punt. Your Player of the Week sponsor, Carroll Pharmacy, wants you to know that they care to love and love to care, serving Trussville and Clay since 1995 and going on 30 years strong. They provide prompt, friendly service, forming relationships, and they treat you like family. Services include compounding services, nutritional, diabetic, and hormone counseling. Find them on the web at carrollrx.com for either the Clay or Trussville location. Mims with the quick pass, and that one's going to fall incomplete. The intended receiver, Taylor. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Cougars have not been able to get the usual type of pressure they've been getting all season. So I surmise that they're going to try to find a way to do that. Pass to number 3 is complete. And Allen with another tackle. And let's see where they spot him. And we're going to have to take an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Seems to get hotter as the summer wears on, especially when your air conditioning isn't keeping up. There is never a good time for your unit to quit working, but when it does, you know who to trust to fix it right. Keep it cool and reduce those high energy bills. Hemp Hill Services, your Bryant authorized dealer, will do whatever it takes to fix your air conditioning quickly and affordably.
All right, we're back. 3rd and 1, and the Cougars. There's a pile in there. Brown, a part of that grouping, along with number 19 for the Cougars, and that is Torrey Page. So it'll be 1st and 10, and the ball is at the 32. Mims looking for someone to throw it to. And that is a one-handed grab. And you know what? You got to give credit where it's due. Jalen Taylor got the one-handed grab. Gallons had good coverage. Sometimes it just is what it is. Taylor with the catch. One-handed. Sometimes it just is what it is. Callens had coverage. And it's a touchdown for Oxford. Nick Richardson. And I said it, they like to chuck it around. Cougars are bringing pressure. The safety, he got behind him. So Oxford picks up a score late in the first half, and they receive. But there is a flag on the field. So it's unsportsmanlike against Oxford. And the Jackets are going to take a timeout. So they set the ball right at the 18-yard line. Now, you know, like I said, you got to give credit where it's due. It was a one-handed catch. And, you know, Callens had, you know, coverage about as good as you could get. And he leapt out for it. You know, Taylor did, and he got it. So you can't get mad at Callens for that one. And then, of course, Oxford puts it up in the air once again, testing the Cougar secondary. And if I recall, this is the first time that Clay may have trailed all year long. And keep in mind those two drop passes early on in the game. Now the kick is good. So it's offsides against Clay. So you had movement on Oxford, but they didn't get it. Penalty goes against Clay, and that puts the ball closer. That just means that Pisnell gets to kick it again. And it's good. So Oxford leads the Cougars 14-10 with 24 seconds remaining in the first half. And penalties have been the bane of the Cougars this evening and has cost them dearly. So we'll see what adjustments are going to be made in the at halftime. The Cougars, it's not like they didn't know that Oxford liked to throw it around. That is their MO this year. I mean, that's how they came back and beat Mountain Brook, was in the air. So we'll see what happens. I mean, there's only about a half minute left here, so let's see what the Cougars do to close out the first half of play. Oxford deferred, so they will get it back to start the third quarter. It's a line drive, takes a hop. Compton on the return, and he's going to get across the 20 to the 22. So the clock has 17 seconds left on it. And whatever the Cougars do, they're going to have to strike quickly. But I'll say this is a good test for the Cougars. They haven't trailed all year long, if I recall. So this will definitely test their mettle. As we see what they are going to try to do. Cougars keeping it conservative. Osley's going to get across the 30-yard line. And it looks like they're just going to let the clock run out. And that's going to do it for the first half. Cougars trailing 14-10. So that's the end of the second quarter, into the first half. Your Ellis Industrial second quarter. So there's some questions that the Cougars have to ask themselves. One is discipline. I mean, there's lots of false start calls. You got the offsides and maintaining that coverage in the secondary, knowing that Oxford is a passing team. You're probably sick of me saying that, but I mean, that's who they are. The other piece to that is they have not trailed all year long. So now we're going to find out who these Cougars really are as they go into the second half. Oxford will have the ball to start, and I guarantee you they're going to look to put points on the board. So we're going to go to commercial, and we'll be right back to begin the third quarter in a bit.
In a city that seamlessly blends the comforts of a small town and the amenities of a big city, we're proud to be banking beyond expectation right here in Alabama. In a city that seamlessly blends the comforts of a small town and the amenities of a big city, we're proud to be banking beyond expectation right here in Alabama.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay-Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next.
Pick a partner you can trust when your biggest investment is on the line. You can visit our website at BrettRogersRealtor.com, or you can call me anytime at 205-540-1182. And let's get you to the closing table.
Hey everybody, I am Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, here with head coach Stuart Floyd and Landon Maynard of Walk-On Sports Bistro here in Trussville, Alabama. We want to announce something super exciting. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Floyd to let you know exactly what that is.
Yeah, we want to announce our brand new coaches show that will be filmed every Tuesday night live here at Walk-Ons in Trussville.
And we're going to be discussing the game, the players, exciting plays, and the season outlook and the goings-on in 6A R6 and all the happenings of your defending state champion Clay-Chalkville Cougars.
Us here at Walk-Ons Trussville, very excited about this coaching show and being a part of the Clay team. So we want to offer a 15% off discount on food to all of Cougar Nation. Just make sure to wear your Cougar colors. Tell the server about you supporting Clay, and we'll be sure to give you that discount.
Yeah, so come join us every Tuesday night for the Big Clay Coaches Show live here at Walk-Ons in Trussville. And as always,
go Cougar!
To buy or sell your home? Meet Joy Johnson with Town Square Realty, your ultimate guide to real estate success.
Hey everybody, I am Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, here with head coach Stuart Floyd and Landon Maynard of Walk-On Sports Bistro here in Trussville, Alabama. We want to announce something super exciting. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Floyd to let you know exactly what that is.
yeah, we want to announce our brand new coaches show that will be filmed every Tuesday night live here at Walk-Ons in Trussville.
And we're going to be discussing the game, the players, exciting plays, and the season outlook and the goings-on in 6A R6 and all the happenings of your defending state champion Clay-Chalkville Cougars.
Us here at Walk-Ons Trussville, very excited about this coaching show and being a part of the Clay team. So we want to offer a 15% off discount on food to all of Cougar Nation. Just make sure to wear your Cougar colors. Tell the server about you supporting Clay, and we'll be sure to give you that discount.
Yeah, so come join us every Tuesday night for the Big Clay Coaches Show live here at Walk-Ons in Trussville. And as always,
go Cougar!
In a city that seamlessly blends the comforts of a small town and the amenities of a big city, we're proud to be banking beyond expectation, right here in Alabama.
Blessed with a God-given talent. By golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new thick style burgers from Milo's.
Everybody goes to Milo's.
All right, fans, we are back at the start of the Ellis Industrial third quarter. Cougars trailing 14-10. First time they've really trailed all year, so this is going to be a solid test for them. Now, my last count, I think there's about 18 penalties against the Cougars in the first half, and no doubt that's a lot. And that first kick is going to go out of bounds, so Oxford will start their first drive of the second half from the 35-yard line. So the defense, having been stingy all year, gives up some big plays, and that's not the first time we've seen the Cougars get bit by the big play bug this year. So let's keep that in mind. And, of course, some of them, they're going to have them re-kick it. Now, let's keep in mind they already had a big return. So no surprise that Oxford's going to have them re-kick it here. Del Toro's going to have to put a little extra leg in this one because of the penalty. Same old, back deep to receive for Oxford. And the Cougars special teams, they allowing big chunks on returns. So this time he goes opposite side, stops and accelerates. And he is going to drive the Cougar pile. Number 3 on the return for Oxford. Coming out the bottom of the pile with the stop for the Cougars. The first one to be there to wrap them up is Nasir Ray. On the return, DK Wilson. So we'll see what the Cougar defense does here to start the second half. Allen had to come out at the end of the first with an apparent injury, but glad he's okay. Look at that right there. Number 7, Deion Callens with a textbook tackle. And that's what you want to see. He lost of 2 yards. Well, they're going to say it's a loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11 for Oxford. And the Cougar defense, that's a proud bunch. They have been stingy over the last few years, giving up points. Number 5, TK Slaughter with the tackle. On the carry, that is Wynn. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Jackets. Ball at the 49-yard line. This one's going to be a huge stop if the Cougars can get it. And he's going to fight his way for the first. That's number 3, DK Wilson. His name been called on a lot. And so the ball is at the 45. Cougars with the 3-man front. And there's no hold on that play, and I am surprised. He throws it away. There's a flag on the field. Thank goodness. There was no way to I was about to jump straight out of the booth and say, look, man, I got my binoculars, and even though I wear bifocals, I can see that from up here without them. So that penalty, the ball goes back to the Yellow Jacket 45. And it'll be 1st and 20 So let's see what the Cougars do here. Nice open field tackle. And that is number 9 for the Cougars, JaCarlos Hunter. So it'll be second and 17. And ball's at the 48-yard line. The Cougars have got to be careful in open space. Mims, the quarterback for Oxford, has been taking advantage of that. Whenever he finds an open guy, and they're simply spreading the defense out. Here comes Allen, and he forces Mims to get rid of it quick. D.K. Wilson will get back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 17. Ball still at the 48. Mims looks back to the sideline. Here are the linebackers. And there it is. They whistle them dead. Big number 96. Colton McIntyre finds his way through there, and the officials blow that whistle real quick. That one's kind of shanked. It'll take a wonky bounce. And Compton has nowhere to go. So the Cougars will start the first drive of their first drive of the second half from the 28-yard line. And that was a much-needed defensive stop for the Cougars. They know, I would say that I would hazard that the Cougars know that that front seven is going to have to get after it to disrupt Mims, but they're also going to have to be disciplined because he can get rid of it quick to his release valve, and in open space, they got to make the stop. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
Walk-ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand-peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand-carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand-slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the walk-ons way.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay-Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding.
And Osley with some angry running. He'll get to the 40-yard line and have a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. So 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line for Clay-Chalkville. Cougars 3 wide. Osley goes into motion. There's the quick release. Osley accelerates, and he'll get to the 47-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Cougars. Cougars bringing up the tempo. Fry looking for room up the middle, and he's going to have it. stays upright, and he'll have a brother Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for Clay-Chalkville. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line in Jacket territory. So the Cougars coming out, primarily keeping it on the ground. Here's a quick pass. Number 3 stays on his feet and dives towards the 40. He's going to be a bit short of that. So he'll get to the 41. Nonetheless, it'll be 2nd and 4 for Clay-Chalkville. Ball at the 41-yard line. I believe that was Robinson with the pass catch. Osley has some blocking, stays on his feet, and he'll get to the 38-yard line. He'll be about a yard short of the first. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Ball's at the 38-yard line. Cougars mixing it up. Compton looking back to the sideline. So you got 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Oxford showing 4 down, and, well, that's a first down right there, no doubt. Osley, the ball carrier. Number 10, Keenan Britt, will wrap him up. The ball will go to the 34-yard line. It'll be a first down. That's a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. Cougars continuing to chew that clock. So 2 in the backfield. That's Woods and Nosley. Here's a quick release. Staples is going to be met immediately by number 33, James Tapley. So Jabari Staples gets the catch, and he'll get to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Ball at the 29. Cougars are 2 to the left. Strong right. And there's Osley. He's going to be stopped by number 4, Cedric Twyman. Aaron Osley getting some tough yards tonight. So no gain on the play, brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 5. They're showing strong left. Oxford late to adjust, but they do. Trying to find some room. And he'll get to the 28. So they'll be 4 yards short. And this is going to be a big decision for the Cougars. Cougars needing to make something happen. They get the play in from the sideline. They're strong left. And we have a timeout on the field. And that's by the Yellow Jackets. So we'll be right back after this timeout.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay-Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next event.
All right. Fans, the Cougars have got to make something happen here. With about 3:27 remaining in the third quarter, they're trailing by 4. You know, this is not a position they're used to being in. The last thing they want is this drive to stall out. And, you know, you want to kind of take the air out of Oxford right now because, anytime you beat Clay-Chalkville, it's a big deal. And if they believe they can do just that, then, you know, you're starting to give them the momentum that they're seeking. So what you want to do is make this work, keep the drive alive, and whatever you do, come away with points. So here they come back out. We're going to go back to the field. And their fans are making a racket, and rightfully so. The fly is going to get caught. Number 8, Diaz Fleming wraps him up, and Oxford defense shuts the drive down for the Cougars. So the Yellow Jackets have the ball with 3:20 remaining in the Ellis Industrial third quarter. And the first drive of the second half for the Yellow Jackets, the Cougars were able to stop them. Well, the Cougars are going to need to stop them again. Nonetheless, the Cougars did get a chance to get some breathing room. Here they go to put it in the air, and there. And that pass is complete to Jalen Taylor. With the tackle, number 7, Deion Callens. So the Cougars finding themselves. Allen with the tackle. Wynn with the run. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Jackets. Cougars looking for some kind of answer. Number 3 is going to be stopped by Junior Cole. He'll get to the 27. And that is Wilson, the ball carrier. And it is 3rd and 1, and probably one of the biggest 3rd and 1s that the Cougars have seen in a minute. So let's see what the Cougars can do. And the Cougars snuffed that one out. So a loss of yardage on the play. It'll be 4th and 3. And you got to be careful. I can't stress that enough. Because they're going to go for it. No doubt about it. So they're going to go 5 wide. And I guarantee he's going to get rid of that ball quick. And I mean real quick. So it's a false start against Oxford. And that'll cost them 5 yards. So now the ball is at the 33. So now it's 4th and 8. And looks like Oxford's going to take a timeout. So we'll be right back in just a few with a minute remaining in the Ellis Industrial third quarter.
I'm Ron Ellis with Ellis Industrial. Ellis Industrial is a subcontracting company specializing in electrical maintenance and installation in industrial settings. We have years of experience in poultry processing plants, and we're in the process of adding welding to our services. If we can do anything for you and your future projects, please let us know. Give me a call at 256-490-9491 and consider it done.
Seems to get hotter as the summer wears on, especially when your air conditioning isn't keeping up. There is never a good time for your unit to quit working, but when it does, you know who to trust to fix it right. Keep it cool and reduce those high energy bills. Hemp Hill Services, your Bryant authorized dealer, will do whatever it takes to fix your air conditioning quickly and affordably. Known for their fair pricing and fast service, call your certified Bryant dealer Hemp Hill Services today for all tune-ups, repairs, and installation. 229-2090.
All right. Mims will get rid of it quick. The Cougars better be mindful. And they've got some dangerous receivers. So here they come. Mims has a guy open deep. Number 9, Nick Richardson. He gets over the top. And this has been, in recent memory, I cannot remember the last time I have seen the Cougars trail by 11 outside of a state championship game. A game Dave came back and won, mind you. So this is far from over. And the kick is good. So now we get set for the Dawson Auto. The Cougars get ready to receive. Dawson Auto is a family-owned small business who believes that honesty and integrity are the greatest assets in helping you get your next car, along with multiple financing options to fit your needs. They work tirelessly with you to find you the best used car for your budget. Visit them at 2401 Old Springville Road to meet the staff, or visit the website DawsonAuto1.com. That's DawsonAuto1.com for the latest deals. And Carroll Pharmacy wants you to know that they care to love and love to care. Serving Trussville and Clay since 1995 and going on 30 years strong, they provide prompt, friendly service and forming relationships. They treat you like family. Services include compounded services, nutritional, diabetic, and hormone counseling. Find them on the web at carrollrx.com. So there's the kick. It's kind of high and shallow. Woods on the return. And he'll get to the 35. So they spotted at the 36. Woods is taking everybody for a ride, and he's not giving up. And he's going to go all the way to the, let's see, about the 47. And they're going to spot him at the 48. That's a Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. the Cougars are going to have to put some points on the board for sure now. Because at this stage, every drive counts. But whatever they do, if Oxford gets that ball back, they better find a way to stop that passing attack. So Compton with the grab. He'll have a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. He'll get to the 41-yard line inside Jacket territory. Clock winding down at the end of the Ellis Industrial third quarter. When you need an electrical specialist, you need Ellis Industrial LLC with a primary focus on installation and maintenance in industrial settings. They can also tackle the small jobs such as your home. Be sure to give them a call to discuss your latest project by calling Ryan Ellis at 256-490-9491 and consider it done. We'll be right back.
With Ellis Industrial. Ellis Industrial is a subcontracting company specializing in electrical maintenance and installation in industrial settings. We have years of experience in poultry processing plants, and we're in the process of adding welding to our services. If we can do anything for you and your future projects, please let us know. Give me a call at 256-490-9491 and consider it done.
With a God-given talent. By golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new thick-style burgers from Milo's.
Everybody goes to Milo's.
Walk-ons is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day. The walk-on's way.
A partner you can trust when your biggest investment is on the line. You can visit our website at BrettRogersRealtor.com, or you can call me anytime at 205-540-1182. And let's get you to the closing table.
And Fry, actually the ball carrier. He's going to get to the 26-yard line. So it'll be a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. So here's where the Cougars are going to find out what they're made of here in this fourth quarter. Here comes Woods. Woods has room, and he is going to get to the 15-yard line. That's another Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. Cougars doing what they do best, and that's just simply beat up the defensive front. And that was going to go against the Cougars. That's a false start. So it'll be first and 15 from the 20. Penalties. You know, if this was 1978 and you're watching something on TV like, I don't know, Hee-Haw or whatever, you'd see a commercial for one of them bedazzlers, and that's certainly what's happened with the Cougars tonight. They have been bedazzled with penalties. Staples still on his feet. He'll get back to the near the 15. And there was an opportunity there. If he'd have had just a little more daylight. So it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. Not that a field goal, isn't wanted. It's certainly not what you need at this point. And the Cougars can't afford to chew up clock at this point. So let's see. False start against the Cougars. And I have lost track of how many false starts they have called against Clay. So the ball is now back at the 21. Remains second down. And Woods is going to get to the 17-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Cougars. And I would be curious if the Cougars stretch the field to their left a little bit. Fry with plenty of time, trying to find an open man. And Compton was the intended receiver. Oxford with a number of black and gold jerseys in the neighborhood. So it's 4th down. Del Toro is going to come out to kick it. And don't get me wrong, fans, these points matter. Because it still gets you within a score and a conversion. And it's no good. I think they may have got a piece of it. So the Cougars come away empty-handed with a hair under 9 minutes remaining in the Ellis Industrial 4th quarter. And, I don't know what to say, and I'm sure you don't either. Definitely a lot of questions to be asked at the end of this game. And there's a whole lot of comments. We see you out there. And Oxford's going to try to wear that clock out. So an 8-yard gain on the play makes it 2nd and 2 for the Jackets. And if I'm the defense, I'm watching the center right there. Number 67 has his hands on his kneecaps. He's tired. To me, that's an attack lane right there. He gets rid of it quick. So number 7, Callan's on the stop. Number 1, Jalen Taylor with the reception. It's a 1st down for the Jackets. And the ball is going to go to the 37-yard line. And there's a flag. It's a false start. And you can see the Oxford player, see the receiver popping the tight end upside his head. If nothing else, that clock stops. And that helps out the Cougars. False start again. like I said, that offensive line is tired from Oxford. The Cougars have got to take advantage of this. It's starting to show. I just said it a second ago. Just look at their body language. The thing is that Mims gets rid of it quickly. He does not sit on the ball holding on to it. So number one goes into motion. And that ball got loose. 53 able to get back on it. Markavion Conley. And this is going to be a second and long. Now this is where Oxford does their dirty work in the air. So the Cougar secondary has got to be alert. And win the ball carrier. Allen, Cole, and Slaughter involved on that stop. So it'll be 3rd and about 16. The ball is at the 32. Cougars know they need this. Here he goes. Mims is nearly picked off. Jacarlos Hunter hanging around in the neighborhood, and the Cougars get a much needed stop defensively. So 3 key points outside of the penalties on this game are the 2 dropped passes that were surefire scores, and then you had a missed field goal a second ago that made it a 1-score game. Here's the punt. And Compton has to get on it after bobbling it, and he'll be downed at the 30. Tell you, when it rains, it pours. So Clay has the ball at the 30. First down for the Cougars. And they're going to have to strike quick and fast now. So they have a timeout on the field. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. And then a region update of Pell City leads Pinson Valley 41-27. Of course, Mountain Brook shut out Huffman last night. And that is a Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. Kumar Robinson with a nice gain getting to the 45-yard line inside Jacket territory. And those are the things right there that the Cougars are going to need to do. Just a hair over 6 minutes remaining in the game. And that pass intended for Jakari Johnson falls incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. Fry looking for room. Finds Osley. Osley's going to get stopped at the 42-yard line. That'll bring up. Well, let's see. Nope. Let's see where they finally spot him. Yep, at the 42. So it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. Staples goes into motion. And that pass batted up in the air and nearly picked off. .525 remaining in the Ellis Industrial fourth quarter. And for the Cougars, Murphy's Law seems to have visited upon them tonight. Fly steps up in the pocket. And he's going to be brought down. Number 10, Keenan Britt, has been quiet all night. And he finally gets a hold of Fry. And the ball is going to be turned over on downs. So the defense is going to need something to happen real quick. So we've got to let you guys know that, games like this, sometimes, you don't like them. But there's a lot of good that can come out of them too, and that's where the focus has to be. So let's just see what happens. Like I said, Mountain Brook had a 14-point lead over these same Yellow Jackets, and the Jackets came back and beat them. Not saying that the Cougars can't do the same. So, State Farm wants you to know when you combine your auto and home insurance with State Farm, you save an average of $889 a year. Grayson Medford, your State Farm agent, would love to help you combine your insurance and take advantage of those savings. Call 205-383-2217 today to see how he can best serve you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. When you need an electrical specialist, you need Ellis Industrial LLC with a primary focus on installation and maintenance in industrial settings. They can also tackle the small jobs such as your home. Be sure to give them a call to discuss your latest project by calling Ryan Ellis at 256-490-9491 and consider it done. So Oxford will surely keep it on the ground, and that's what they do. And Allen gets back there quickly to bring Wilson down for a loss of yardage. So it'll be 2nd and 14. Oxford certainly not going to be in any hurry. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. They just keep it on the ground. They're going to let that play clock run down as close as it can. No gain on the play. And the Cougars are going to take a timeout. Walk-On Sports Bistro is your home away from home in Birmingham. They take pride in attention to detail and culinary excellence, blended with service that pulls on their Louisiana roots, making you feel like family the moment you walk in. With scratch-made dishes like fresh, never-frozen seafood, burgers, salads, and some Cajun Creole specialties to add a little spice to your experience. At Walk-Ons, they treat every community like it's home field advantage, making friends and supporting neighbors. Our love of the game means that they're always having fun, never forced, and the doors are open to anyone. Be sure to catch the Big Clay Coaches Show every Tuesday, 7 p.m., broadcasting live from the Trussville location on 464 Main Street. Join us in your Clay gear and get 15% off menu items. So 0 win. We'll carry it again. And the Cougars are going to take a timeout. And that should bring up 4th down. Cougars with their final timeout of the contest. Next week, the Cougars continue to stay on the road, going to Pinson Valley. Pinson Valley trailing Pell City 41-27. Mountain Brook has already shut out Huffman. That was played yesterday. And other action in the area, Hoover and Thompson going back and forth. They're tied up at 20 apiece in another region championship battle. So there's the punt. Here comes Compton. And number 8 is Fleming, will bring him down. I would love to see the Cougars try to chuck one down the field and get on the board quickly. Wood stays on his feet to try to get out of bounds. And they say keep the clock moving, and it does. So it's 2nd and 6. Cougars put it on the ground. And he's going to have enough to move the sticks. And that'll be a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. And that'll stop the clock for chain movement. Cougars get set. That's one thing they can do, is take advantage of those first downs. So that'll be a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. There's a flag on the field apparently. False start against the Cougars. My goodness. I am bewildered by the number of false starts that were called tonight, and I'd love to see the stat on that one when it's all said and done. So Fry manages to make that pass complete, and number 8, Jakari Johnson, will be a yard short of the first. Another flag on the field. That is holding. And this game just bereft with penalties tonight against the Cougars. So 3:02 remaining in the game. Owsley gets it. Owsley tries to accelerate before he gets caught from behind by Britt. So we're under 3 minutes. And it is 2nd and 14 for the Cougars. Fry puts it in the air. Compton gets it. So it'll be third and 8 for the Cougars. At this point, I would say that the Cougars need to get into the end zone and get an onside kick. But they ain't got a whole lot of time to do it. Oxford bringing the house. And there's Compton. Compton's going to get a Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty first down as he gets to the 38. So the clock stops so they can move the chains. 17 points. 17 points if you think about it. And that one is picked off. Number 3. And that is D.K. Wilson. With a minute and a half left in the game. And by all accounts, Oxford is going to come away because there are no timeouts left for the Cougars. Oxford is going to come away and remain undefeated. They'll take the victory and 6A R6 as the champions. That will put the Cougars as the 2 seed. As Pinson Valley is falling to Pell City. Pell City will take the 4. And that's pretty much how it's going to shake out in the region. So we'll have to see how the rest of the games around the state shake out with one more week left, with some region play going on in 6A North. And Oxford definitely made the Cougars look human tonight. You know, you can question some penalties, you can question some calls. But there's a few things you cannot question, and those are the 2 drop passes and the missed field goal. make those, and it's 27-21. But that's not what we have. And Oxford's just going to let it grind down and just keep taking the penalties, for a delay of game. Doesn't matter to them, as it means nothing at the end of the day. And for the first time in 3 years, the Yellow Jackets are going to come away with a victory over the Clay-Chalkville Cougars. So with that said, fans, the Cougars will have to go back and they'll see what went wrong and they will adjust. And they will get back in the weight room, get back in the film room and study. 2 games left to play in the season. This doesn't mean that it's the end. That just means the path is a little bit different. So they're shaking hands on the field right now. I know a lot of you guys out there probably won't have a lot of questions, but there's a maturation process that goes with this, that comes out of this as well. And, they're still a great team. That hasn't changed. Sometimes you just have a bad night. This was that case. Numerous penalties. I think in the first half, the Cougars had 18 penalties against them. I lost count what was going on in the second half. But that right there, not to mention the big plays given up in the air, and then, of course, the 17 points left on the board. And we've been talking about this in the games that they've had where it was close and you would see little things that you say, hey, we got to clean these up or it can come back to haunt you. Well, that came true tonight. So with that, the Cougars will get back on the bus. They'll head home. The coaches will coach them up, and we'll get ready for Pinson Valley. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, here with Moxie Media Productions. We want to thank you. Hit that like button, ring that bell. We'll be right back next week at Pinson Valley at 7 p.m. Good night to each and every one of you. As always, God bless, and go Cougars!